Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. We've got an unboxing. This is one of the latest releases from Mezco, from their 112 collective, the Logan figure. Now, right away, things jump out at me about this box. You can see some kind of interesting details in the box alone. The corners look distressed, which, of course, adds a bit to the flair, the, it adds to the figure and to the overall package. Small details, really nice. I actually like the claws popping out of the box. It's something unique. It's better than just, the name and that's about it. As far as the figure, this is Logan, kind of a street gear. He's got his leather jacket, his white shirt, his blue jeans. We get some interchangeable heads, his patch, and of course, some interchangeable hands and his dog tag. So looks like it's going to be a fairly basic figure, nothing to really jump out and say this is going to be, some great accessories. But overall, I'm expecting just a solid overall look of a figure. So let's open this up and see what is inside. All right, let's check out the packaging. Of course, he's got his cowboy hat, we got the claws, various heads, and the dog tags. A lot of space in the box, which I think is kind of interesting. It's always fascinating to see what is used and what's not in this. A little surprising to go with the smaller boxes that we see every so often with figures, because they probably fit this pretty well. In the back, of course, we got the jacket all the way in the back as far as design and the usual stands. It doesn't look like there's anything particularly special about this. So we got the jacket, and that's about it. So I'll take the jacket out. And the figure itself, that's what we all really want to see, right? As far as base, we can see his claws are in the back. How well you can see it pretty well. Alright. I think the hands look pretty much like we've seen before on other Wolverine figures, so I'm not expecting anything special with that. As far as design overall of the figure, it looks pretty standard that we've seen kind of other Wolverine figures as far as the build. Which I believe I liked. I kind of like the small hair on the side, stuff like that. But before we get to that, obviously he passes the stand test, which I always like to do. But let's go over the movement of the figure. Kind of stiff as far as the joints, not necessarily a bad thing. I think general normal movement as far as the ankle. Nothing at the shin. Actually, this is kind of, ooh. We'll talk about that detail in a bit. We've got the knee is pretty normal as far as bend. Hip, nothing spectacular, normal. Waist has a bit of a movement. Arms are normal. The top arm moves, not at the shoulder, but the arm itself. And wrist moves normally, so we'd expect with a Mezco figure. And the head has normal movement. What's interesting right away is the hat looks like it might be fused on. So as you get the head with the hat, that's about it. Details looks really nice. So let's go over that a little bit. Thing that I noticed immediately when I was going over the joint was the boots. The boots go up. This isn't just a thing that's hidden. It's really, really nice detail. And it's a small detail that I think works really well. They look like boots. They're cut like the boots that I've got. I'm sure someone's going to say this is not how boots cut or cut and look, but I don't know. I feel like going to my closet and look. We get some leather work on the side. It looks like you can see the actual stitching. And this is some solid work if you ask me. The fact that you can go make out stitching on the boot is pretty impressive. That's what I like for a lot of these. The small detail is what really makes the figure. And it's a little bit more difficult to get down. The jeans are nice as well. They do feel like jeans. They do look like jeans. You got pockets in the back. The pockets are a little uneven, so that's kind of sloppy. That's a negative on it. The belt looks pretty decent. As I said, the belt's a little bit off, kind of in the back. Again, a little bit sloppy like the jean pockets themselves. so I'm kind of going to ding it a little bit because of that. As far as the arms I think are really good. You get the hair detail going down the side, muscular build, looks really, really nice. You got well, I'm just going to call it the wife beater, but the undershirt, the sleeveless undershirt with his chest, hair underneath. Just, it looks nice. Like, it's good quality, and it's going to sound weird. I like the figure. I like what we're seeing. The head looks really nice. The mutton chops are solid. He looks pissed, angry. There's a little bit short side of the figure, which is good. The hat detail is excellent. But the quality of like the shirt and the pants really feels like very Ken doll to me. There's just something very off about this particular figure. But overall, the figure I think is nice. If as a Wolverine fan, if you're a Wolverine fan, I think it's a nice addition. The neck is kind of large, I think, which stands out. And overall, it works. It works as a figure and works really, really well. The hat is nice. The detail of the hat is solid. We're going to look at some of the other heads. Of course, we got him without the hat. Good detail, I think, with the smirk, the teeth, looks angry. Nice, solid head to add to your collection. And I think what works as well, and I really want to play with it at some point, is to grab some of the other Wolverine figures and see how some of these heads play out. Of course, we got the patch persona. Again, mouth closed, hair is out. Just really nice detail, solid sculpting overall. It looks like Wolverine. It looks like a really, really good Wolverine. We got dog tags. Okay, so we've got dog tags you can put on them. There is writing on those dog tags. Can't read what it is. I'll have to get a microscope, but that's a really nice detail to it. Depending what's on there, it could be really cool and impressive and a nice addition, but the fact is there is lettering on there. I can't read what it says, but there's something. The hands, I think, are pretty standard with the claws. There doesn't seem anything special about it. I feel like we've seen these before. And it's exactly what I would expect for them to just recycle the same hands over and over. And of course, we've got the leather jacket. I always find these to be a pain in the ass to put on, so I'm not even going to bother to try. Overall, like it's a very good figure. You know what? We're gonna do the leather jacket. Hold on. We're gonna try the leather jacket, and then we're gonna put on one claw. So if I don't do this, I'm sure someone online is going to go and get pissy. Jacket's actually kind of cool in that there's a zipper. So that's nice. Yeah, and it's always the lesson that I learned from this. You need to take the hands off. It's the easiest way to get the Mezco jackets on. Kind of smart in some ways too. And then get the other side on. I don't think you're necessarily going to zip this up, but this does fit really well. It's fairly easy to get on, though I've learned my lessons about getting these jackets on. It's a nice figure. This is overall a pretty solid figure. As I said, I got some quibbles on the pants and the shirt. It's very Ken doll to me, but overall, it's a nice figure that I think looks really, really, really good. So overall, solid figure. I'd check it out. You can get it now from Mezco, some various other places. We'll have some links for you. You can check it out. So I'm happy with the figure. As an addition to the collection, it's a solid figure. They've done better, they've done worse, small quibbles here and there, but overall it's a very nice package. As always, thanks for watching. We're going to have lots of Mezco unboxings coming up in the next few weeks. We're very behind, so sorry about that. We're going to go catch up on that. If you're into Mezco, the latest releases from 112, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, as always, thanks for watching, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.